So in today's lesson, if the gun isn't spraying well or the pattern's off, I'm going to show you a few quick things to do that you won't have to completely tear this gun apart, and you can get back to spraying a lot quicker. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay a rag, put the gun on that, just so we get no chemicals over the counter, and we also have extra rags on hand. You definitely need a pair of gloves. These are 11 mil, which I really like. That way if you get any chemicals on your hand, it's not going to absorb through the glove. The first thing we're going to do is, this gun is fairly clean, but if it wasn't, it just came off the sight, I would scrape off as much of the foam as possible. Take a brush and scrape that off. I have a garbage underneath the counter, that way we get rid of any mess. I also got air handy that we can blow off the excess foam that's around, just to keep the area nice and clean. The cleaner you keep the area, the easier it is. So first we're going to take off the front. Unscrew that. And take it, scrape it a bit with the X-Acto knife. So you want to clean all around these sides, make sure that there's no foam or anything stuck to that, which there isn't. Then we're going to take off the black piece. And we'll take the brush and clean that. Clean the inside. There's a white O-ring in there. Clean that. Clean the inside of the threads. And then the next step is we're going to unscrew back here. We're going to twist that off. There you can see that comes apart. Here's your chamber. So what I suggest to do is have an extra chamber on the rig, and then you can simply remove this one and then replace that one in there for the next time. Okay, so you're going to take your drill bit and your chamber, and any foam that's in it should be loosened up where it was setting in the chemical, but we're going to thoroughly clean this to make sure that there's no foam inside there. And you just want to continue, just screw it in and then pull it out. Screw it in and pull it out. And after you get most of the foam removed, you can go back and forth like this. So then you want to take your air and put it on the end of the chamber and blow some air through that. Take a rag, wipe it off good on each side. Take your drill bit and make sure that it's nice and clean on the inside of that. This takes a bit of work, so make sure it goes in and out very smoothly. Like that, still got a little piece down there I can feel. So do that. So I also have a drill vise with a drill bit that fits the side orifices right here, because you want them nice and clean. So I'm just going to take my time and work at them a bit to make sure there's nothing in there. And you really want to make sure that these are clean, because you can easily kind of be fooled and think they're clean. And this has everything to do with getting your pattern nice and smooth. So they feel pretty good. But I'm going to do this several times. I'm going to continue to blow air through it. That way, if there is any foam in there, it blows it out. And if there's any still stuck, it dries it a bit more, and it will make it easier to remove the drill bit. So again, insert in the front. And I can feel pieces in there. You can see it actually come out. So keep working that. From there, it's getting looser. I can feel that. There, nice and loose. We're gonna blow this clean. Now we're gonna take spray foam release and we're gonna dose the chamber of the gun. Make sure it gets inside too. Now you can take your chamber, it's nice and clean, and take a nice clean rag and set that aside. So where this is just a midday quick cleaning, where the gun wasn't spraying good, I'm really hoping, and 80% of the time it's usually the chamber's dirty and we're just gonna clean inside there. I'm gonna leave the filters down here alone for now. I will do them in the complete breakdown of the gun, but for now we're gonna leave them and we're gonna move on to looking in here and down through here. I'll just see if I can bring this up close. And we're just gonna see if there's any chemical inside there, which it's fairly clean. But all I'm gonna do is, what I have a spray bottle with some cleaner in it, and I simply just spray a little bit inside, not using much, just a little bit. Then I have this nice little brush, and I just insert it through the back, because you have to be careful. There's an O-ring right inside there. Let me see if I can check it. There's an O-ring right there, and if you insert that through there, 9 times out of 10 you're going to remove that. So you're going to just insert that, bring it up close to the front, just give it a little twirl like that, rub it a little bit. That cleans it. And take the air, and we're just going to blow all the chemicals out and dry it out. Now that this is nice and clean, what we're going to do is we're going to dose it with the spray release. Now I just want to take a quick minute and mention that a lot of people, and almost probably 80% of people, suggest that you use this on this gun when you clean it. I've used it over the years on and off, and it's good, but I find over time it hardens and it can cause issues on the inside of your gun. So you can use it if you like, not a problem, but I like just using the spray foam release because I clean my gun fairly often like this, because it makes my day of spraying a lot better. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this back together because it all looks good. I'm assuming the filters are clean, like I said, because they usually only have to be cleaned maybe once or twice a week, or after you spray a pour over set, you always want to clean your filters. So the next step is grab the tip. There's writing on the tip that goes up. So you're simply going to take the gun and you're going to put the tip in there, and you're going to put the writing up that it's directly up and down, and then you're going to take the end piece and you're going to insert it over. You want it on a 90-degree angle, that way it will go over easier, like that. And you simply push it back and screw the back cap on like that, and you get back a ways. Like I say, this has to be directly 90 degrees with the gun because there's a little slot there for it to go in, and there it's on it there. I just moved it a little and I felt it move in place, so that can go completely tight. So this ring here, you want to tighten that as good as possible. You push back on this a little bit. The spray foam release, because this stuff, I love it because it definitely helps with keeping the foam off it and making the gun work better. I'm going to dose this. We're going to dose the end. And then we're going to put it back together. A little bit of chemical licked out on the bottom. It's nice to keep the ISO off it nice and clean, and throw the rag in the garbage when you're done, and be careful not to cross contaminate the A and the B and make foam. And then when you're done with any rags with ISO, immediately put them in the garbage bag, and it's a good idea when you're all done to wrap that garbage bag up and seal it off so you're not breathing in any of the chemical. Now we're ready to go back into the site, put the gun on the hose and start spraying. But first, what you need to do is you always feel like you want to run back in there to make life easier. Clean your mess up, put your tools back, and you'll have a better day and be a lot happier at the end of it. So there you have it. A quick cleaning on the job site when the gun isn't spraying too good, just to get you back spraying. So let's go back in, put it on, and get back to spraying.